I'm Patrick Grosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty. You may have heard about our full-service flat fee listings through a postcard in your mailbox recently. We'll talk more about those in just a second, but first we'll look at the Cincinnati real estate market news for January of 2024 and compare those numbers to January of 2023. First of all, new listings are up 4%, closings are down 10%, median sale price is up over 6%, median days on market is at 10 days. Total inventory right now is at 81 days, while active inventory is at 39 days. It is still a seller's market, but not as hot as it was last spring. So if you want to net the most money when you sell your home, you need a more sophisticated marketing approach, but you don't have to pay a 6% commission to get that because it comes standard with our full service flat fee listings. Visit our site at 513flatfee.com to learn more about our service and to find out how you can net the most money when you sell your home. According to Freddie Mac, the average interest rate for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage loan right now is 6.64%. That's up from 6.63% last week, so up 0.01%. Obviously, that's a nominal change. So basically, rates are just the same as they were last week, and there wasn't much change the week before. You may have heard the news in the last week or two that the Federal Reserve decided to pause interest rates. They have not raised or cut them in their last meeting. The last report that the Federal Reserve has taken into account has inflation at 3.1%. The stated goal of the Federal Reserve is to raise interest rates to the point where they can tamp down inflation to 2%. So right now they're pausing rates, thinking that maybe inflation will come down due to other factors rather than raising rates. Other economists, experts in the industry, whether that's real estate or financial in general, have predicted that interest rates will be coming down a few different times, maybe even several times this year here in 2024. I'm a little skeptical of that because I've heard that was going to happen more so in last year in 2023, and we just didn't really see the predictions come true. So I'll believe that when I see it as well. I don't think interest rates are going to go up or stay the same throughout the entire year, but I just don't see them going into the low sixes, high fives like some experts are predicting. I don't know exactly where it's going to settle out. We do think, I do agree with the experts. I do think that interest rates are going to go down, but I just don't think they're going to drop as much as some of the experts are predicting. And certainly right now, we're not really seeing any movement at all in terms of interest rates here in the last few weeks. As I've stated recently in several videos, the interest rates are really important to how that affects the real estate market nationally and also here in Cincinnati locally. Because the lower the interest rates go, that encourages more buyers to come to market, of course, because it makes the interest they pay on their loan if they're getting financing to purchase a home much less, which makes the monthly payments more affordable, which is how most people budget to buy a home. The unfortunate thing is typically what happens, and what I expect to happen if interest rates continue to decline, is that more buyers do come to market, which creates more competition for relatively the same number of listings, the inventory we have. So we have greater demand but similar inventory, just like what happens with any other product in any other market. In the housing market, prices are going to go up. And they're going to go up more sharply than they did last year, which we saw anywhere, depending on how you run the numbers, from 6 to 8% home value growth from 2023 compared to 2022. If we see interest rates lower in 2024 than they were last year, we would also expect, again, unless there's some huge influx of inventory, of which we have no evidence whatsoever, that home prices will actually rise more than 6 to 8% like they did in 2023. We expect that to happen here in 2024, again, if and when interest rates continue to decline. So although interest will be lower, the actual price that you pay for a home as a buyer may be quite a bit higher than it was last year. And at a rate, again, we think home values are going to be rising at a rate greater than what happened even last year. Of course, if you're selling a home, it's welcome news that interest rates may be declining because that will increase demand, which will result in more showings and more offers. It will be more likely that you'll be in a multiple offer situation where you have multiple buyers interested and you can leverage not only the price, but also the terms that you want in negotiations. It's important to know how to navigate that situation. Again, whether you're selling a home or even buying a home, how do you get the best deal in a market where there may be more demand, there may be more competition than there was last year? Prices are still relatively unaffordable and rising, even though if interest rates are declining, that gives you a little bit of relief. How do you get the best deal as a buyer? And also in a seller's market, an even stronger potentially seller's market than we had last year, How do you leverage the interest you have in your property to sell for top dollar as quickly as you can, and also to net the most money that you possibly can. So if you have any questions on how to do that, whether we can just help to answer questions or whether you actually want our help to help you navigate the transactions, buying, selling, or doing both, feel free to reach out to us. The best way to get in touch with me or a member of my team is to visit our website at 513flatfee.com. Click one of the links there to schedule a call so we can set aside some time dedicated to assessing your real estate needs, and we can map out a game plan for how we can help you to achieve your real estate goals. I'm Patrick Rosser with the 513 Flat Fee Real Estate Group at Fathom Realty.